1.1 The Dopamine Reward Loop Explained. Chapter 1.1 The Dopamine Reward Loop Explained. Welcome to the first step in your journey toward rewiring your brain for focus. In this chapter, we're going to unpack a fundamental concept that underpins much of our behavior, something called the dopamine reward loop. Understanding this loop is crucial because it's the engine that drives many of our habits, both good and bad, especially in today's digital world. So what exactly is the dopamine reward loop? At its core, the dopamine reward loop is a neurological cycle that your brain uses to motivate you to repeat behaviors that are essential for survival and pleasure. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger that plays a key role in how we experience motivation, desire, and reward. When you do something your brain interprets as beneficial, whether it's eating a delicious meal, achieving a goal, or even checking your phone for a notification, dopamine is released, creating a feeling of pleasure or satisfaction. Here's how the loop works in a bit more detail. 1. Cue or trigger. This is something that signals your brain to expect a reward. It could be a notification sound, the sight of your phone, or even boredom. 2. Behavior or action. In response to the cue, you perform a behavior. For example, you pick up your phone and scroll through social media. 3. Reward. Your brain releases dopamine when you get that hit of pleasure or stimulation, maybe a funny meme, a like on your post, or an interesting article. 4. Craving or anticipation. Here's the tricky part. Dopamine doesn't just reward you, it also fuels anticipation. It creates a craving for the reward, making you want to repeat the behavior again and again. And then the loop starts all over. Let's put this into a real-world example. Imagine you're sitting at your desk working on an important project, but your phone buzzes with a notification. That buzz is the cue. You instinctively check your phone. That's the behavior. You see a handful of likes on your recent post. That's the reward. Your brain releases dopamine, giving you a little hit of pleasure. Now you're anticipating the next notification, the next reward, which creates a craving to keep checking. Before you know it, you've spent 20 minutes scrolling and your focus on the project has completely dissolved. This dopamine reward loop isn't inherently bad. It evolved to help humans survive and thrive. It encourages us to seek food, social connection, and achievements. But in the digital age, it's been hijacked. Tech companies design apps and platforms to maximize this loop, using notifications, likes, and endless scrolling to keep you hooked. The dopamine spike you get from these digital rewards is often brief but intense, leading to repeated checking and, eventually, distraction and fatigue. So what can you do about it? Practical takeaways. Become aware of your cues. Start noticing what triggers your urge to check your phone or engage in a distracting behavior. Is it boredom? Anxiety? A notification sound? Awareness is the first step to breaking the loop. Interrupt the behavior. When you recognize a cue, pause before reacting. Take a deep breath or count to 5. This gives you a moment to decide whether the behavior serves your goals or just feeds the loop. Create healthier rewards. Replace digital dopamine hits with meaningful activities that provide lasting satisfaction, like a quick stretch, a few minutes of deep breathing, or jotting down a task you've accomplished. Limit cues. Turn off non-essential notifications or put your phone on Do Not Disturb during focused work blocks. This reduces the triggers that start the loop. Understanding the dopamine reward loop gives you a powerful lens through which to view your habits. It's not just about resisting temptation, it's about rewiring your brain to seek rewards that truly support your focus and well-being. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into how to establish your baseline for digital use so you can begin to reshape your dopamine loops in a way that puts you back in control. Remember, knowledge is power. And now that you understand the dopamine reward loop, you're one big step closer to mastering your attention and reclaiming your focus.